Somewhere behind the sun tonight, a silent traveler is moving through our solar system, not orbiting, not obeying, just passing through. They call it 3I Atlas, the third interstellar object ever found. It's fast, it's strange, and when it brushed past Mars, NASA's high-definition images never came. Why the silence? What's hiding in the dark between stars and headlines? For everyone working late or lying awake while the world sleeps, this is your place. Welcome to the Night Shift Chronicles. Tonight, the Atlas Comet, cosmic mystery, or cover-up. In July 2025, an automated sky survey system in Hawaii registered a faint movement among the stars, a wandering point of light that didn't belong to the cataloged constellations. The project was called ATLAS, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, a network of telescopes designed to catch near-Earth objects before they catch us. Each morning, astronomers compare last night's images to the night before, subtract the stars, and look for anything that moves. One dot moved in a way nothing should. Its orbit wasn't an orbit at all. A hyperbolic path, open-ended, racing inward from deep interstellar space. When the calculations settled, the object was named 3I Atlas, the third known interstellar visitor after Oumuamua and Borisov. The letter I stands for interstellar, the number 3 for the third of its kind ever recorded. At first, scientists celebrated. Here was a chance to study a fragment from another star system, a messenger carrying materials older than our sun. But even before its closest approach, 3I Atlas began to behave differently. Comets from our solar neighborhood usually carry water, ice, and dust. As sunlight strikes them, they vent vapor and form a bright tail trailing behind. Atlas didn't do that. Spectrographic readings hinted at cyanide compounds and metallic gases. Its faint coma sometimes flared ahead of its motion, as if something were pushing from behind or venting forward. Astronomers tried to model it, maybe uneven sublimation, maybe metallic ices, maybe something else. By autumn 2025, as it headed toward its perihelion, the point nearest the sun, NASA's existing spacecraft, including solar and planetary observers, were positioned to capture its passage. European and Chinese satellites tuned their instruments too. For a few weeks, the cosmos would aim all its lenses at one interstellar mystery. Then came the blackout. October 30th was perihelion day, the moment 3I Atlas would skim just inside the orbit of Mars before slinging back outward forever. Expectations were high definition color composites, shape models, maybe radar echoes. Instead, a press release and a few compressed images. Low resolution, overprocessed, the kind you'd expect from a webcam, not from a billion-dollar agency. The explanation was bureaucratic. A U.S. government shutdown had paused non-essential data releases. But to those watching the stars, it felt like deja vu, a pattern of silence whenever something extraordinary appears. Professor Simon Holland in France told reporters he'd contacted colleagues at the Jet Propulsion Lab, urging them to share raw data. Nothing came. Meanwhile, European telescopes with less capable cameras released what they had: grainy but honest frames of a glowing sphere racing past Mars. Holland called the missing data a fantastic lost opportunity. Others called it suspicious. In chat rooms, people compared the event to Oumuamua's secrecy years earlier. Back then, a Harvard astronomer had dared to suggest an artificial origin, and the internet never forgot. Now, with 3i Atlas, NASA's quiet felt like a sequel. What did they see that we didn't? Why release only degraded images? Why invoke a budget shutdown when the telescopes were still running? The European Space Agency confirmed that radar had resolved the object, spherical, larger than either Oumuamua or Borisov, moving faster than expected. Its kinetic energy off the charts. Had it struck an asteroid between Jupiter and Mars, it could have rewritten celestial mechanics for centuries. Instead, it passed cleanly through the asteroid belt, almost as if guided. Maybe coincidence, maybe cosmic precision, no one could say, and when no one speaks clearly, other voices fill the void. Every mystery invites a storyteller. By early November 2025, social feeds were overflowing with explanations. Some said it wasn't a comet at all, but a probe, a relic from another civilization scanning planetary systems for life. Its metallic composition, they argued, fit the idea of engineered alloys rather than natural ice. Others saw human fingerprints, a classified test vehicle, a fragment of some deep space defense project. The term Earth Defense Force trended after a leaked memo showed NASA had convened an internal planetary protection alert. To scientists, that was routine risk assessment. To everyone else, it sounded like high alert. Talk radio hosts ran with it. Maybe the agency feared collision. Maybe it feared panic. Maybe the object wasn't arriving. Maybe it was returning. That's when the conversation took a stranger turn. Old whistleblower interviews resurface. Claims of moon bases, reverse engineered craft, and a mysterious Wi-Fi network supposedly being installed on the lunar surface. A professor mentioned a research grant canceled because the US was putting internet on the moon. Why would anyone need broadband up there? Jokes aside, the image stuck, a glowing network pulsing in lunar darkness, watching Earth from above. Others tied 3i Atlas to the Salvatore Pais patents, those real declassified filings describing plasma compression craft and inertial mass reduction. What if Atlas wasn't visiting us, but testing us, measuring how we observe, how we react, how we speculate? Online, the theories multiplied faster than telescopes could track the comet. One Reddit thread claimed its cyanide emissions matched propulsion exhaust from a fusion-driven Scout. Another argued its front-facing tail proved it was decelerating intentionally. Every data gap became a doorway for imagination. And behind each doorway, another story. Even scientists felt the pull. A few quietly admitted that Atlas's velocity and stability didn't quite fit predictions. One noted, it's almost as if it knows where it's going. But to most astrophysicists, the explanation was simpler. An interstellar snowball of exotic ices behaving according to alien chemistry not alien intent. Still, logic never trends as fast as wonder. Thanks for staying with us. Drop a comment with your location and time. We love hearing from our viewers all around the world. While the conspiracy thread spiraled, astronomers went back to first principles. Radar observations from the Goldstone Deep Space Network confirmed the object's shape, roughly spherical, around 5 kilometers across. Spectroscopy from the European Southern Observatory indicated metals mixed with volatile carbon compounds, consistent with a body formed around another star. Its hyperbolic path, with an eccentricity greater than 1.1, proved it wasn't bound to our sun's gravity. After looping past the inner planets, it would head back toward the stars, never to return. Energy modeling showed no sign of propulsion. Every strange acceleration could be explained, at least mathematically, by asymmetrical outgassing. Frozen gases venting as sunlight heated different regions of the surface. Still, even the data-driven found beauty in its anomaly. Unlike Oumuamua's flattened cigar shape or Borisov's classic comet tail, 3I Atlas seemed more complete, more cohesive, as if time itself hadn't eroded it. One astrophysicist described it poetically: "It's a stone from another sun, polished by 1,000 light years of loneliness." NASA quietly resumed updates after the shutdown ended, releasing filtered data sets through the Minor Planet Center in Boston. No revelation, no scandal, just raw numbers. Yet that understated transparency did little to quiet speculation, because by then, the story had become larger than the comet. It had become about trust. Why did it take so long? Why no high-definition imagery during closest approach? Why must curiosity always depend on clearance forms? Science answered what it could, but the silence between answers was louder. Look back through history and you'll find the same pattern written in fire across the night sky. Halley's Comet once sent crowds to churches believing its tail carried poison through the air. In 1910, newspapers sold anti-comet pills. In 1997, Hale-Bopp inspired a cult to meet its end believing salvation rode behind it. Comets have always been mirrors, reflecting our hopes, our fears, our hunger for meaning. So when 3I Atlas arrived, glowing green and behaving strangely, it landed not just in the solar system, but in the collective imagination of billions who've learned to distrust authority. The psychology is simple but powerful. When information feels incomplete, our minds fill the blanks. When institutions sound uncertain, we search for certainty elsewhere. And when the cosmos sends something we can't control, we give it purpose. Because randomness is harder to live with than conspiracy. Online communities became digital campfires. Each theory was a story told in the dark, each believer a modern-day storyteller keeping fear at bay by giving it shape. Have you read their posts? Some sound wild, others are eloquent, almost spiritual. They speak of guardians, watchers, signals meant for those awake. Maybe they're wrong, maybe they just want to belong to something infinite, and I can't fault them for that. Because somewhere deep down, every stargazer wants the sky to notice them back. By late November, the comet had crossed Mars's orbit. its brightness fading into the solar glare. Soon it would vanish entirely. Another data line in the archives. NASA scientists prepared final reports. No alien signatures, no hidden payloads, just numbers confirming what physics already knew. Yet the internet refused closure. New videos claimed NASA had edited stars out of the frames. Others pointed to energy surges in solar observatories coinciding with Atlas's passage. Even a minor telescope glitch in Arizona became evidence of interference. Here's the irony. The same technology that lets us discover cosmic wonders also multiplies the noise surrounding them. Algorithms favor mystery over method, emotion over explanation. And so, 3i Atlas became two objects, one real, measured, and cataloged, the other imagined, viral, and immortal. Both travel through our collective consciousness now, and both will outlast their moment in the headlines. Scientists moved on to the next data set. Believers moved on to the next revelation. But between them lies a thin line, the frontier where fact meets faith and where curiosity keeps us human. Maybe that's the real value of 3i Atlas. Not proof of aliens, not proof of deception, but proof that we still care enough to wonder. So maybe 3i Atlas was only a frozen traveler, a relic from a star we'll never see passing through our system like a forgotten message in a bottle. Or maybe its purpose was never to deliver answers, but to remind us how easily the unknown becomes a mirror for our imagination. In the end, the comet kept moving, the questions stayed behind. And somewhere out there, in the long silence between stars, a faint green light keeps traveling, carrying every theory, every argument, every whispered what if that keeps us looking up. Because mysteries don't die when they leave our sky, they just find new horizons. Thanks for watching Night Shift Chronicles. Please subscribe and never miss another amazing story. In the meantime, stay awake and stay curious.